Hey guys, this is Jordan with Team J's Classroom Fun, and today I'm excited to share with you some fun ideas for how you can incorporate Easter eggs into your classroom with some academic learning. Now, I know obviously holidays are not allowed to be celebrated in every school, and I completely understand that, and this is not a holiday take on it. This is just a fun way to use the Easter eggs as a manipulative, as a way for kids to do some activities and games and still be learning. For Easter eggs, you can grab these anywhere. I know I just got some at Target. They had some good deals. I know Dollar Tree has them. Amazon, I'm sure, has them. I mean, honestly, I think most places have them. What I love about them is they're not too expensive, so I can definitely get enough to use with my class and I'm not going broke. And typically you can reuse them year to year. Obviously, some do break and crack as time goes on, but there's something you can use again and again. And so here's how you can use them for some holiday fun, even without focusing on the holiday aspect. One of the things that I have done before is I do a little egg hunt in my room. You don't even need to call it Easter egg hunt, you can call it an egg hunt. What I then do is I have Easter eggs hidden all around my room, and inside these eggs there are problems for the kids to solve. So in this case, this is maybe some math problems. So this one is 385 plus 214, and so I then just fold it up and I stick it inside the egg, and then I hide these eggs around the room. Then what I do is I give students a recording sheet, and maybe my goal is they found 5 or find 6, depending on how many eggs I have, how many students I have. You might need to change that a little bit. But you could really put any kind of problems in here. These are also great for test prep, which I know a lot of people have state testing coming up. You could do an ELA type question. You could do a science question, whatever you want. Honestly, you could put it in here. Another thing that I like to do with this is I do like to differentiate. As we know, all of our students are working at different levels. And so just because we're going on this egg hunt doesn't mean that everyone's ready for all the exact same type of questions. So one of the things I've done with this in the past when I've done the egg hunt is I'll use like 2 different colors eggs or like 3 different colors, and I'll say, okay, you know, Josie, da-da-da-da-da-da, these friends, you're looking for blue eggs, da-da-da-da-da, these friends, you're looking for yellow eggs. And this way I know like one has these types of problems, one has these types of problems. They're all still practicing the same thing, but then this way it's differentiated for them, so it's at their level. So that is one idea of what you could do. You could do a little egg hunt. Next idea I have is you could actually write on the Easter eggs and do some onset rhyme practice. So on these ones, all I did was take a Sharpie. So I have C and then I have AT. So these would be broken apart in like a literacy station, and kids could work to put together the matches. So then this would make cat. Another thing I have that's also ELA focused is you can have a rhyming activity. So for this one, again, you would have the eggs broken apart and you would have words that rhyme. So like this, we have set and wet. These words rhyme, so the kids will put them together. You could even make up a little recording sheet where they have to like record down the pairs they find, or just have them write them on a whiteboard. But this is a great way for them to practice rhyming. Next one that I have, basic math facts. So when I have big problems like the one I showed you where I had folded it up on paper, that does tend to work better when it's on paper inside the egg because, you know, the eggs are only so big. But if you have students that are working on like fact fluency to 20, you could do these types of things. So again, you have these broken apart. You could even hide them if you want, or just put them like in a basket. And the kids have to find the match. So this has the answer of 5. This has 2 plus 3. These go together. And so they would put the egg together. And they could even write the number sentence down on like a recording sheet or their whiteboard, something like that. You could do addition. You could do subtraction. You could do multiplication facts. You could do division facts. You really can kind of mix this up. The only thing, like I said, though, is the surface isn't too big. So unless you have gigantic eggs, you might not want to use huge numbers. And if you do that, you might want to use the paper inside. Last but not least, another idea for your eggs is you could do some skip counting with them. So again, what I would do on the smaller egg is I would put what we're skip counting by. So in this case, we're skip counting by 2s, and then kids would have to find a match that has skip counting by 2. So this one's 8, 10, 12. It's a match. They would put it together. And you could do this with 5s, with 10s, whatever you're doing. If you're doing multiplication, you could do 4s, 6s, whatever your kids are practicing, because this would be a great way for them again to practice that repeated addition and that skip counting, which helps with that as well. So those are just a few ideas I have for you with Easter eggs. I hope you have fun trying to use them in your classroom. It can be a great way to incorporate a little bit of novelty, a little bit of excitement while still practicing academics. And for those of you doing test prep, also a way to throw some of that in as well. Hope you have a great day. If you have any questions, drop them below in the comments.